Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a continuation to the short story series that I've created, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 11. Now as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as I said, 100 likes guys, you reach 100 likes, I'm still going to bring it out if you don't, but I will be appreciated if you guys do 100 likes, okay? And the reason why I haven't uploaded guys is because my internet's been in the fritz, so I'm still waiting, okay guys? So I hope you guys understand, and I'm very grateful for your patience. But without further ado guys, let's get into this next part of the what if anyway, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 11. Now of course guys, let our story begin. So quick recap, what happened previously is Deku destroyed the entire tournament where everyone pretty much just lost to him, and what went down is after they were getting their nominations to do their internships, what ended up going down is Izuku accidentally copied Night Eye's abilities, and because of him already copied All Might's abilities, it pushed his future abilities to the point where Izuku didn't not only to see different multiple futures, but he saw a future that was meant to happen where he let a little girl named Eri go, and from there Izuku couldn't control himself. Now where I technically left off, Izuku had just finished talking to Principal Nezu, and as he's about to head home, our story shall commence. As Izuku leaves the school, what ends up going down, his mum comes to the school. Because Izuku can make a portal, after Uraraka explained everything about Ida, Izuku went through a portal and went home and went to sit down to process his thinking. And just one recap guys, I know I said Izuku had gold eyes when he copied Night Eye's abilities, but I actually got all the colours wrong. Night Eye's eye colours were gold and his ability was purple. Okay, his eyes go purple, so just for the story, Izuku's eyes go purple, okay? Both of them. So let's continue. So as Izuku's home, he's just looking at the roof. As he looks at the roof, he can't stop but thinking about Eri. Thinking about all the pain she's going through and what he can do. And as he waits, he goes to sleep, just thinking about her. And back at the school, Nezu and the teachers talk about what they need to do, and not only that, they bring up the dire consequences if they miss Deku as a hero, and it makes them think, is there other powerful beings like Izuku Midoria out there? If not, then they have hit the jackpot luckily, like really, like this kid scared everyone, even All Might knows for a fact that he will not do nothing to this kid. And so, what goes down is, as Izuku wakes up the next day, he is greeted by his mum, of course, and Izuku's like, oh, hey mum. He goes, what's up? And she goes, I would like to talk to you, if you don't mind, Izuku. And he goes, yeah mum, all good. And Izuku goes down, he sits at the table and begins to talk to his mum. And as Izuku sees a loaf of bread, he goes, hey mum, before we start, look what I can do. He touches the loaf of bread and copies, what's her name? Momo's ability to creation. However, Izuku has the ability to upgrade it to a point where he can manipulate certain things. So he turns this bread into like this mean as meal right in front of Inko, and she's like, is this real? And he goes, yeah, this is all real. And she's just shocked that Izuku ate it, and she goes, can you do this anytime you want? And he goes, pretty much. And she goes, what can't you do? And Izuku goes, I don't know yet mum, but anyway, tell me what you want to know, or tell me what you're going to say please. And Inko goes, if you already, and Izuku stops her, and Izuku goes, it's better to hear from you instead of you expecting me to know. Of course I'm going to know, but I have more respect if you tell me at least anyway. And Inko outright states, me and Toshinori have been seeing each other for a while now, and it's just only fair that to tell you that me and All Might are fully together. And Izuku's like, it took you long enough. Don't worry, I already knew, and you don't need my blessing. If all fairness, All Might does anything to you, I'll be the worst person in his life. There's no way on earth he'll be able to get away from me. No hero or villain can help him. Inko smiles, knowing that her son is serious, and knowing that, well, in a happy way, yeah, she believes him. And so what goes down is, as Izuku and Inko enjoy their meal, what goes down is Izuku gets a phone call from the UA. Inko tells Izuku to just calm down, and if Nezu speaks about it, just reflect, okay? Don't allow your emotions to overwhelm yourself. He's like, it's alright mum, I kind of went past it, stayed up all night looking at it, don't worry. As Izuku walks through a portal, he ends up in Nezu's room, and this is when he meets the Hero Commissioner. They talk about a plan to take down Overhaul, but just for the time being, they want Izuku just to brave the school, just to stay at school for now, do the internship, do the thing for now, while they do their job and make sure they have the right amount of evidence to destroy Jisaki and allow Deku his provisional license fully. And Izuku's fine with it, but he asks, can he still do hero work since he's going to get his license? The provisional license person and Principal Nezu look at each other, and Nezu explains that he has my quirk, so he's able to see these type of patterns. And the provisional officer will person states, well, yeah, you gain your license. And so when Izuku gets his license, he understands the rules, so he has to stay at the school for the next 2 years, but it doesn't matter, he can still do hero work. And so what goes down is Izuku talks to Nezu, and Nezu goes, but anyway, hey Izuku, where do you want to go to do your training? Izuku goes, well, I thought about a lot of places, however, I know one place that would need me a lot, and to be honest, I would like to help them. And he goes, let me guess, is it to do with Endeavor? And Izuku goes, yeah, I would like to help Todoroki and his father, it'll be perfect, you know? And Nezu goes, whatever you say, kid, just do your best, right? And Izuku goes, sweet. And so as Izuku leaves, what goes down is Principal Nezu and the teacher and the Hero Commissioner talk a little bit more, and Izuku heads out, and what goes down is he talks to Endeavor and tells him he would like to join his hero course or hero internship, and he's happy. Endeavor's quite happy to hear that. And what happens, Todoroki goes, who's that? And he goes, Deku, who wants to join our internship. Deku goes, Todoroki's like, oh, great, that'd be a good idea. And what goes down is, when do we expect them? Izuku walks through a portal, and Endeavor goes, well, apparently now. And Izuku's like, yo. And Endeavor smiles and goes, you don't cease to amaze me, kid. And Izuku goes, yeah, no. And they walk over and they kind of smile. People kind of fan out on Izuku because where he teleported well right in front of Endeavor out in public, but because Izuku's allowed to do that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't phase him. They can't tell him or arrest him because he's got his license. And so Izuku, Todoroki and Endeavor go around. Izuku continues to advise Todoroki to push his power more, to use his fire more and use his ice at the same time. So as he's going across on his ice, to slide around, use his fire to jet him across and melt the ice at the same time behind him, so it leaves no trace and people can just go past, have the normal day. And this works, it allows Todoroki to move really fast up buildings and across areas really quickly, and this makes Endeavor happy. Endeavor himself, Izuku just states for now, just continue regulating. And Endeavor goes, remember that promise you had, kid? What kind of promise did you have in mind? And Izuku goes, well, as I told you, I can regulate my quirk. I can give you guys the ability to handle your quirks without the weaknesses. However, I don't have the ability to dominate my quirk yet. I can't explain to you, but there's a certain amount of control I need to put upon it. It's for me to be able to transfer it within your bodies without you guys rejecting it. And Endeavor stops, he goes, I get you, kid, I really do. Todoroki goes, I see. But what kind of gift are you going to give us? Deku goes, well, I have a temperature regulation quirk, and technically I can copy and paste it, but because it's only attuned to my body and my energy levels in a sense, it'll blow you guys up if I gave it to you. Endeavor's eyes opened, and they're like, whoa, okay. And Izuku goes, just for now, allow me to still fine-tune how I utilize my quirk. I know there's a quirk out there that could possibly help me do it. I read it from All Might's mind, and I saw a possible future of it. Which... yes, and Endeavor's like, I see. Well then, kid, I look forward to that gift you give me. And Izuku, sweet as Endeavor, on your lead. And so as they do the internship, Nada is still going through everything to make sure he wants to get everything for Deku. He's seen the beautiful future that Izuku brings, and he's going to do his damnedest. Mario's doing everything he can to help everyone. Every hero association around the area are doing their best to to work their way to save this little girl, and the person that's gonna save her is Midoria. They all know it. He's the only one that can do it without any casualties, easy as, and when it comes to heroes. The faith that they have on All Might is nothing compared to what they have to Izuku. It's completely different. The scale is different. And so what goes down is, as Izuku is with Endeavor, the days go by and Todoroki gets really good at using his ice and fire ability to the point where he's able to merge both of them together and do a massive iceberg that looks like ice and feels like ice from the outside, but if you're trapped within, the ice is actually boiling, burning hot, but still keeping its structure, meaning Todoroki learned how to turn his ice into a gigantic iceberg fireball, whatever. And then if he does it the opposite way, where he combines his ice with the fire, in the sense when he shoots his fire, instead of it being just fire itself, it's ice itself in mid-air, but given the reflection of fire. Todoroki learned how to blend it perfectly through these 4 days. Endeavor himself continued to learn how to regulate, and Izuku keep helping him through regulating his temperature while exerting more and more force. At first Endeavor goes, this is what I normally do every day. But Endeavor didn't realize that Izuku was putting a lot of strain on Endeavor's quirk. by building up Endeavor's resistance, by increasing Endeavor's energy using his energy transferring quirk, and pushing Endeavor's physical abilities with the same enhancement as well, to the point where Endeavor's fire starts to become much more better, much more stronger. When he stops the car, it won't burn the car no more, and Endeavor can pull the heat back, much like pyrokinesis, but if he condenses his flames within his body, it increases his strength. Endeavor feels it too. Even if he was to condense it enough, it will be able to heal minor injuries. And Endeavor sees this, and Izuku said, I told you there's more to your quirk. You just need to learn how to utilize it. Break past your limiter and keep going. Endeavor smiles. He don't care if he's being schooled by a kid. This kid can destroy him easily as, like, with his own quirk. It's no competition, and so he respects the kid. Izuku's just there, Endeavor believes, just to train him, and he kind of gets that. And so when they go to Hosu City, this is where things relatively changed. They do a mission. Endeavor just smiles and gives Todoroki his temporary provisional license, so he doesn't need to ask for what's it called, permission, and he'll be able to help people on the fly, but within the time period of the license date. Izuku Midoria has his hero license, and so what goes down is, as the situation in Hosu begins, Endeavor sees fire everywhere, and he sees all these large creatures, and Izuku goes, wow, I feel all these quirks. If I didn't go through it the first time, I would have felt mega sick right now. Todoroki goes, are you alright? And he goes, yeah, I'm alright. I can see them really clearly. And he goes, what should we do? And Endeavor looks at them. Endeavor goes, Todoroki, he goes, Shoto, you stay with me. Midoriya, you go out, take out all the fires, and if you can, save as much people as you can. Izuku's like, right, Endeavor, let's go, Shoto. Endeavor rockets off. Todoroki immediately uses his ice sled and speeds off with Endeavor, keeping up with a max speed. Izuku immediately flies up in the air and puts his head, and he begins to spit out lots of clones, and they go around all the city, catching all the Nomu in the air and smashing them down using Kamu Wood's abilities. Everyone using all the abilities massively. And this is when Izuku uses some of his clones to use Dark Shadow or Shadow, and Shadow's monstrous. No Nomu can stand up against them, but because Izuku has the more powerful mind over Shadow, Shadow will not go crazy. But Shadow was powerful as, imagine 10 clones with those shadows. Yeah, they're going around taking out multiple Nomu. What goes down is Izuku's using Uraraka's quirk to lift up massive boulders and telekinesis to make buildings move to save people's lives. And everyone's watching this, everyone's recording this. Manuel's like, wow, Izuku has clones everywhere, and Endeavor's taking out Nomu left, right, but all he sees is Izuku just overtake him using multiple clones, taking the Nomu out, knocking them out entirely, fixing up all the buildings using his creation ability. Everything. Izuku is just surprising Endeavor entirely. He just can't believe it. He's like, this is pointless. Endeavor kind of smiles. He goes, well, how am I going to be on top when I have to follow a kid like this? It kind of makes Endeavor smile. And Todoroki sees this, and for the first time, Todoroki actually sees Endeavor's plight. Because when Todoroki looks at Izuku, it's just, there's no way anyone can catch up to him. He knows that. And this is exactly how Endeavor feels about All Might. And so, what goes down is Endeavor smiles, seeing it, and then Izuku has a sense, danger sense go off. One of his clones sees Stain, the hero killer, about to attack. What's it called? The other hero, the Native American hero. And what goes down is, as he's about to, Tenya Ida is about to rush up and kick him, but Izuku appears catching Ida's leg, and what happens is he catches Stain and throws Stain right into the wall. Ida's like, Deku, what are you? And he flicks him in the head, and he's like, damn, what did you do that for? And what happens is Deku's like, you're an idiot. I sense your intent. I read your mind when I come here. Stay there. And he's like, but he did this. He goes, I'll heal your brother's back when I'm done. You should have called me. And what happens is Ida's like, and Izuku's, I'm your class president. Come on. I was worried, but I did have bad things, and I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you, Ida. But this is stupid what you're doing. As this goes down, Stain rushes to go cut Izuku's head, but the sword breaks on Izuku's head entirely. And he's like, what the? You are? And then Stain sees it. He's like, you're the ultimate. Stain starts to breathe. Actual fear goes through Stain. At first, his blood just built up, just to see Midoria, and he just felt absolute fear. He was happy though, because he got to see the greatest hero of all time right in front of him. All Might was monstrous, but it's entirely different. Izuku doesn't need to even take on top villains to show how mighty he is. Just as an example, his power, just who he is, gives to Stain the notion that he's in the presence of a god. Stain trembles and drops down to his knees. He's like, My role was to get rid of all the fake heroes, but I see now. And he drops to his legs like and what happens is, but that was just a ploy. He grabbed a knife, jumps at Midoriya and goes, I see that I will not lose. And Izuku's like, you had so much doubt on me. Izuku puts his hand up, stays and floats in the midair. And Izuku goes, I could really hurt you, but you won't learn. You really won't. Izuku closes his hand and Stain gets wrapped with telekinesis energy. And Izuku goes, He immediately grabs a wire out of his body using creation. He wraps it around Stain, ties it up tight, and Izuku drops him and goes, there you go. Stain's like, let me go. And he's like, I need to kill all these fake heroes. And Izuku goes, who are you to decide who's fake and who's not? Izuku picks him up. A hero is who puts their lives on the line to help others. Yeah, idiot Ida tried to attack you out of revenge, but he still put his life out on the line to help protect Native, regardless. And he's like, gah. And Izuku looks at Stain and he goes, well, and his eyes turn red, and he goes, let's see what you got in your mind. Izuku touches Stain's head and goes through Stain's mind, and he goes, interesting. And Stain's like it's looking at Izuku, and Izuku goes, so you make people feel your fear by licking blood, right? And Stain's like, huh? Izuku cuts, takes a little bit of Stain's blood and licks it, and Stain's like, huh? And instantly Stain gets put to sleep immediately. Bear in mind, Izuku's version is 5 times more powerful than Stain's, pushed to its max, okay? He copied it and is pushed to the max thanks to All Might stockpiling Quirk, overexerting all the quirks that Izuku has. And as Izuku holds him, he looks over to Ida, he puts his hand over Ida and heals him, and he heals Native. They both stand up and look at Deku, and Ida's like, Midoria. Izuku smacks him in the head. You stupid. You should have texted me. Let's go, idiot. And Ida's just putting his head down. I'm sorry. And he goes, but did you say you can? Izuku goes, of course I can heal your brother. I healed All Might. I can heal your brother easy as. And as Izuku's walking out, Endeavor walks over and he goes, Deku. And he goes, you caught the hero killer Stain. Why am I not surprised? And he goes, are you the real one or the clone? And Izuku goes, I'm just the clone. And he goes, what? And he goes, how strong are you clones to the real one? And he goes, well, we're the same strength. And Endeavor's like, okay. And he's like, am I talking to the real one? He goes, yeah, we all share the same mind. I can see through all the eyes. It's like I have a single consciousness. Endeavor's like, no kidding. No kidding at all. And as the police come, they see Hero Deku and they go, thank you, Hero Deku, for what you've done. Izuku throws Stain down. Stain tries to give a speech and show his bloodlust, but Izuku instantly knocks him out again. Just tells him, shut up. And Stain just shuts up. Everyone that watched the footage, even the ones that like Darby and them all, they want to join, they still join out of necessity. The bigger difference, they didn't join out of the idea that Stain wants to get rid of all the fake heroes. No, they joined out of necessity due to the fact that they just saw Izuku take out all the Nomus and Hosu, take out the hero killer like it is nothing. And so they all joined by necessity. Now, what happens is that if all of it finishes and everyone goes back to school, after they go back to school, Izuku is thanked by Endeavor. He tells Deku, like, he goes, he appreciates everything he's done for him. And Izuku goes, it's alright. I can just tell you that you've grown at least twice your normal strength before I came. And Endeavor's like, what? And he goes, yeah, you're twice as strong as you were. Only due to the fact that you kind of listen to me and push yourself unintentionally. Endeavor smiles and he goes, are you building my body up to handle the quirk you're going to give me? And Izuku goes, yeah, I'm trying to do so just in case I can't dominate the quirk and I have to copy the quirk into you in a different way. Endeavor goes, I understand. Thank you, Midoria. And Izuku goes, oh my god, Deku, call me Deku. Walks away and he goes, sorry, Deku. And he smiles. And what happens? He goes, Deku? And he goes, yeah. Could you open the portal up for me? And he goes, oh, alright, opens the portal up. What goes down is Endeavor says goodbye to Todoroki, and Todoroki smiles. He goes, yeah, see you, father. Endeavor smiles, like just yeah, he feels a difference. And as Izuku and Todoroki come in, this is where everyone all changes. Everyone sees each other, and Izuku sees Kirishima and Zero just laughing their asses off at Bakugo seeing his hair, and Izuku sees it and he laughs, and everyone laughs with him, like they all kind of giggle at it. And what happens is Aizawa comes in and goes, hey, problem childs. And Izuku says, oh, Aizawa-sensei, and he goes, now is the final part of the guys' test. You guys will be doing a written test, and then you guys will be going against the teachers, okay? Any of you guys that fail this won't come to camp. You understand? And Izuku and I'm like, yes, sweet as. And Aizawa goes, Midoriya, come to the front of the class, lead everyone, please. And Izuku's like, Deku sensei. Izuku just walks and goes, well, welcome guys. Well, as you heard sensei say, blah blah blah, and they explain, and everyone begins to do the written test. And after the written test is done, everyone goes off to find their teachers and who they're going to be challenging. Well, and Izuku explains it that they're going to be challenging teachers, not the robots. He's not vague like Aizawa or Nezu. He tells them exactly what they're going to be doing. And then Izuku goes, damn. And they're like, what? I'm fighting All Might and all the teachers by myself. And they're like, looking at Midoria, and Izuku's like, man, they need more heroes. Everyone laughs, absolutely. Until they realize Izuku Midoriya is absolutely serious. And what happens is, before Uraraka and Aoyama go on to challenge 13, Izuku walks over to Uraraka and taps her head, and she smiles. She goes, hi Deku, and Deku leans over. He goes, hi Uraraka, and he taps his head on hers, and she becomes really red. And Izuku smiles, and he goes, well, would you like to, before the situation goes on, would you like to go out on a date tonight? Uraraka blushes massively, and all the girls are like chiming in, like, whoa. And Kirishima's like, man, he's a man. And Uraraka's like, yeah, Deku. And Izuku smiles, like, cool, good luck in your fight then. And Izuku goes to Aoyama and smiles. Aoyama smiles to Deku. And as they go to head out to fight 13, this is where it is. What up, guys? I hope you guys like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave the comments down below. And yeah, I'll continue on this What If until I finish it. Bear in mind that I'll be doing these guys one at a time now, not like 3 times a day, due to the fact that I'll be recording my 1 hour videos. Okay, guys. So yeah, but this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.